Students, Sairam, this is Megha Miss here, and today in this video we are going to see about your formative assessment. Okay, you're going to do this formative, you have got marks for this. Now in this formative assessment, first I am going to take one of your experiments. Okay, so starting with today's experiment number 1, what we are going to see, that is to study the neutralization with help of acid and base. Okay students, now this is the experiment from your journal itself. You have this experiment in your journal. Okay, so you can go through in the journal also. Yes, now what is our aim? Our aim is to study the neutralization with the help of acid and base. Now students, already we have completed in the lesson about this neutralization reaction, right? That acid and base, they react together, right? You have studied this, what is neutralization reaction. So we are going to perform it and see, okay, and verify. So how we are going to perform that experiment, we'll see that. What are our requirements, student? 0.1 normal HCl, 0.1 normal NaOH. Okay, HCl is your hydrochloric acid, so it's an acid. NaOH is sodium hydroxide, which is your base. Phenolphthalein indicator. Now you already know how phenolphthalein indicator looks. You have studied it. Yes, in our whatever lesson we were doing, in that I have shown you the picture also for the phenolphthalein indicator. Then we are going to require the beakers, a burette, a pipette, conical flask, clean white tile, stand, etc. Okay, I hope the aim of the experiment is clear to you, and what will be our requirements, you have understood that also. Okay, so should we proceed? Now see here, this is the diagram, okay, which is there in your journal also. A diagram same way is given to you. Okay, now what is present in this diagram, we will see that. Now see here students, a burette is written. This is our burette. Okay, a stand is there, okay, to which the burette is attached. Yes, see here, you can see here how it is attached. In this burette, you can see here I have written we will take HCl solution. This is my conical flask. In the conical flask, I am going to take, that is my NaOH solution, that is sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, here I am going to keep a white tile so that I can see the color change properly. Okay students, yes, I hope you understood what is a burette. Okay, it is nothing but a glass tube it is. Okay, and the numbering is given on that. Okay, it can be 50 ml burette, it can be 100 ml burette. Okay, and a conical flask, already you have seen in the lab how it looks. Okay, so and pipette is also like a glass tube only, which we are using here to measure the solution. Okay, now we will see, we will proceed. I hope the diagram is clear to you. Now, our procedure. What is our procedure, students? Clean the burette with water. First, we are going to clean the burette with the water and rinse with HCl, and then fill the burette with 0.1 normal HCl solution till 0 mark. Okay, as I told you, you can have a burette of 50 ml, you can have it of 100 ml. Okay, so if for example, if I am taking 50 ml burette, I am going to fill it up to the 0 mark. Okay, wash the pipette. Now I'll take the another glass, what I told you, another glassware, which we will call it as a pipette. It is like a tube only. Okay, with water, I'll clean it with water and rinse with NaOH solution and clean it with NaOH solution. Okay, pipette out 10 ml NaOH solution in a clean conical flask. How much NaOH solution I will pipette out with that help of that glass tube? 10 ml. Okay, and what I am going to keep, where I am going to keep that, I am going to keep it in the conical flask. Okay, add 1 to 2 drops of phenolphthalein to the conical flask. To this conical flask, I will add 1 to 2 drops. Okay, not ml, 1 to 2 drops hardly to the phenolphthalein indicator. Okay, what will happen? The solution in the conical flask will turn pink. Which color it will turn? Lightish pink to pinkish color. Okay, it depends upon how much phenolphthalein you are adding. Okay, keep the conical flask on the tile and add 1 ml HCl solution from burette at a time. So 1111 ml I will add HCl to that conical flask. Okay, from the burette. Now what happens, student? Swirl the conical flask while adding HCl solution. Swirl means I'm going to move that conical flask. Continue adding till the solution in the conical flask becomes colorless. Okay students, so what you will see, as you go on adding HCl from the burette, the solution in the conical flask becomes colorless. Okay, and the moment at what it becomes colorless, you will stop. Okay, you will close the tap of the burette. Burette has got a tap. Okay, record the reading as pilot reading. Pilot reading means the main reading. Okay, on turning solution colorless. So we have to take that reading. Okay, you have to see the reading in the burette. Okay, in the same way, take the 3 readings by changing the solution in the conical flask and record your observation. So 3 times you are going to take the reading. What you will do, once it becomes colorless, you will see the reading. Again 10 ml you will pipette out NaOH solution. Put 1 to 2 drops of phenolphthalein and do the reading. Again you will put HCl from the burette. Stop where the solution becomes colorless. Like this you will proceed these steps again and again. How many times students? 3 times. I hope you understood this. Okay. What is our main thing here we have to see? When you add phenolphthalein, it will become pink in color. And when in this solution, NaOH solution with phenolphthalein, which is pink in color, when you add HCl from the burette, it will become colorless slowly. So that colorless point, okay, is your reading, which we called it as the pilot reading. Okay. Now, observations. How you will record your observations, students? First you will write solution in the burette. What solution you had in the burette, student? 0.1 normal HCl, right? Then solution in the conical flask. What is the solution in the conical flask, student? 0.1 normal NaOH. Okay. What is the indicator we are using? Phenolphthalein. What is the end point, students? Faint pink to colorless. Yes, as I told you, it depends upon how many drops of phenolphthalein you add. If you add more phenolphthalein, it will take more time to become colorless. If you add hardly 1 drop, then it will be faint pink, which will become colorless, and you will get the reading. Okay. Chemical reaction. Important. What is the reaction, students? What you are getting? HCl plus NaOH, right? HCl is my acid. NaOH is my base. So acid plus base react together, which give me salt and water. Yes students, you have studied this, that when an acid and a base react, right? This was in the conical flask, this was in the burette. Yes, and with the NaOH, just phenolphthalein help, we will say, to carry out this neutralization reaction. Okay, so what I got, students? I got NaCl, sodium chloride, which is my salt, and I got water formation. Okay, in colorless solution, means that colorless solution is what? It is water having sodium chloride. Is it clear, students? Did you understand the experiment? Okay, we will see the next part, that is what is remaining, that is our observation table. Now this is the observation table which is given in your journal. See here, the pilot reading is written first. Okay, then accurate 1, accurate 2, accurate 3. Yes, how much NaOH we are taking? Yes, we are taking 10 ml. Okay, always initial reading will be 0. Remember students. Okay, always you will write the initial reading 0. Then what is the pilot reading? Pilot reading means what is the first reading you are getting. Okay, so for example, if I got 10.5, so here my final reading I'll write it as 10.5. Okay, accurate 1 means again I'll do the procedure. Okay, now I have got this, I'll take it as the first reading also, 10.5. Then what I'll do second time again. Okay, for example, if I got 10.4, like this you can get the readings. Okay, point difference you can get. Did you understand? But all the 3 readings will be nearby to each other. Okay, and for example, one more reading I got 10.5. So tell me, what is the constant reading in this, students? Yes, 10.5 is a constant. Your difference will be same. Again, you have to copy the same readings. Okay, here 10.5, 10.5, here 10.4. Okay, same readings I'll copy. And what is the main thing here, students? What you will remember? What will be my constant burette reading? That means what I'll take a constant reading, which I told you what I'll take it as 10.5 ml. Is it clear? Did you understand? Like this titration, this we call it as a titration. Okay, so for this titration, whatever the burette reading you are getting, you will write it down. Okay, and from that somewhere you will get the constant reading. That constant reading will be your constant burette reading. Is it clear? Did you understand this? Okay, now last part is our conclusion. When acid and base reacts, the salt and water is formed. Yes, this is called neutralization reaction. I hope student you understood the experiment. Okay, what I taught you now. Yes, now comes our formative questions which you are going to solve and you are going to submit. Okay, now what are those? Now this is the first question, that is answer the following. Okay, first question in that is, which strong base is used for this neutralization reaction? That you are going to write. Second question, what is the color of the solution when indicator is added to 10 ml NaOH solution in the flask? Third question, write the chemical reaction when hydrochloric acid reacts with the base potassium hydroxide. Okay, you will write the chemical reaction. Fourth question, what is meant by neutralization reaction? Okay, students, did you understand these 4 questions? This is your question number 1. Your question number 2 is answer in brief. Okay, now what is this answer in brief? First question, derive the equation describing the relation between displacement and velocity using graphical method. Okay, you are going to derive the equation. Second question, explain by drawing a figure of the electronic configuration the formation of magnesium chloride. So with the help of a figure of electronic configuration, you will explain the formation of magnesium chloride. Is it clear? Okay, so these are all the questions which you are going to answer. Okay, now when you are going to submit this, see here, you have to submit this formative on 16th of September 2020 through your respective division link. Okay, time of submission up to 8 p.m. of 16th September. Make the PDF as you did for your before assignment, same way project. Not the assignment was given, a project was given, right? So make the PDF and it should be named as follows. For example, I have given 9th A you will write. Name of the student means your name you will write and science A. And submit in the division link. Okay, your own division only you will submit. Okay, be very cautious while submitting that you are submitting in your division link only. Okay, don't shuffle, go and put your in somewhere else. Okay, your file. Now after submitting, yes, send the screenshot of thank you message. You are getting a thank you message, right? Writing your name, standard, division, roll number and SID number in your class group on WhatsApp. Okay, so that thank you message, below that thank you message write your name, standard, division, your SID number, and then you send it in the group. So we will understand that you have submitted your this formative. Is it clear, students? I hope all these instructions what I made you have understood. On the day 16th only it should be September, it should be submitted. After that I won't consider it. These marks are very important for you. Many times again and again we are telling in the group, please take it seriously. Okay, all these questions should be properly answered. Then you will make it a PDF and then you will upload in the link. Is it clear? Okay, students, so thank you. This is only was the part for your formative. So please do it and submit on time. Okay, thank you. Sai Ram.